Hi everybody, thanks for coming back. I'm going to show you how to start the first process of a rock tumbling. So first process is obviously getting rocks. So you want to make sure your rocks are somewhat the same size in the tumbler, or else the big ones, like this one I'll take out, it's real big and sharp. This will just destroy all the little rocks I have in here. I'm going to keep a couple, I'm going to take that one out too. The rest of these are all pretty much the right size. Some of them are kind of big, but it's alright. So, first thing I do is just rinse them off. Just kind of get some of the junk off of them. Alright. Next step is the little container for my tumbler. This one's not very big, so you want to fill this about 3/4 full. You want to give the rocks, because you still have to put the tumbling medium in there, so the rocks need room to be able to move around. You also have to put water in there, so I am going to fill this up with rocks. Okay, so rocks are clean. I have them in here. Get some room there. So this is the tumbling medium I use. I just bought it off eBay. So you start with the coarse. It's just like when you use sandpaper on something. And each one of these you let tumble for a week. So it is a long process. So I'll start with the coarse. So I'm going to do, it's 2 to 4 tablespoons. This is a pretty big load that's going to be in here. So I'll probably do 3. Same with this one. It's 2 to 4, 2 to 3. These ones you do a little bit less. This one is almost like flour, like talcum powder almost. It's so fine. So I will get a tablespoon and we'll put our medium in. Doesn't have to be that precise. So. Right. 1, 2, 3, and about a half. Now we'll put some water in. So your water, you don't want this all the way full. You just want the rocks, you want to be able to see the top of them. So a little bit more here. Right about there. A little more. That'll work. Alright, now I'll put the top on. So this is a very important step. So obviously you don't want this stuff to spill. And these have grooves on them. So here's the lid. So this lid you kind of put under here, under this lip. Now the next step is the washer. This is difficult to put on because you'll see basically as big as this. So you have to stretch this all around the top here. So I'm going to put the camera down because I need 2 hands for this. Okay, so it's on. Check there's no leaks before you put it on the tumbler. Alright, so next step is you just put it on your tumbler and let it tumble for a week. Just, that's all there is to it. Make sure your tumbler's on an even surface, so it's not, because like the tumbler I have is belt driven. So sometimes if this moves, it'll kind of rub against the belt and start rubbing the rubber away from the sides here, and you don't want to do that because it'll wreck your machine. So, but I will show you in a week what this looks like. Thanks for watching. Bye. Okay, so this is what the rocks look like after the first wash. So they're really looking nice. This one is super nice. So I actually have, these were going for about a week and a half. I kind of forgot about them. Pretty cool. So There they are for, this is was the first wash. They look really shiny now, but they will, I'll show you. They'll dry and they'll start to lose that shine. So that's why you got to keep the washing cycle up. So now I'll move on to my second grit. And so for this one, I just do same. I'll do about roughly 2 teaspoons. Since I left them going for so long, I don't probably need to do quite as much as I normally do. Okay, so there's that. Put a little bit more in. And then same thing, just fill it up with water so it's just barely above the top of the rocks. Just like that. Alright, so we'll put that in and let that go for another week. Alright, we have our I completed the last cycle, and this is what we got out of it. Some really nice. This is one of my new favorite types. I think this is garnet. That one, and another really nice one here. And this one. Oops. This one's got really cool lines on it. And this one. And this one was actually in my toolbox that I had that from my dad. That was my grandpa's. So that one was probably picked, who knows how many years ago, but decades ago. This is probably the coolest one. So a lot of these, since I was kind of impatient and ran a couple of these bigger rocks with small ones, damaged a lot of the rocks, which is fine because I use them to make things. So like the smaller rocks are the ones I use the most. This one's pretty. Oh, wow, look at this one. Yeah, so it's a pretty easy process. It's just a matter of getting the materials. I just buy the tumbling. Oh, this one's really nice. The tumbling media I just buy on eBay. So yeah, that's the final result. They look pretty cool. A lot of really neat little small agates, which is what I find on the gravel roads around here, just because everything is crushed. I don't go to gravel pits and pick very often, or ever, so I can find plenty of these smaller ones just around my house. Alright, well, thank you guys for watching. If you liked it, go ahead and like the video and subscribe. And oh, look at that one. Oops. Wow, that one's got a lot of eyes. That's really neat. Alright, well, thank you for watching.